Every second, cargo is moving across the planet. Food, phones, fashion. But some shipments are unlike anything else. We're talking cargo so valuable, so sensitive, that one mistake could cost billions or worse. These aren't just shipments, they're missions. Let me take you inside 5 of the most high-stakes deliveries in history and how they actually pulled it off. Let's start at number 5. We have the transport of nuclear fuel and radioactive waste, one of the most tightly regulated shipments on Earth. Transporting nuclear material is a global operation, cloaked in regulation, sealed in science. Used fuel rods and high-grade uranium travel across borders in specialized flasks, thick radiation-shielded containers built to survive fires, crashes, and even submersion. Escorted by military convoys, tracked by satellite. Every movement is planned down to the minute, with layers of national and international oversight. The value? Tens of billions in potential liability. But the real risk? Security. One breach could change everything. Up next at number 4, we're talking about gold bullion transfers between central banks. Billions in gold are moved between central banks every year, mostly out of sight. Armored trucks, police escorts, pallets of gold bricks loaded onto secure aircraft or ferried between underground vaults. Each bar is serial numbered. Every gram is logged. No mistakes, no leaks, no room for improvisation. This isn't about profit. It's about trust between nations, and it's measured in literal tons. Coming in at number 3, it's the most famous painting on the planet, the Mona Lisa, and the one time it left the Louvre. In 1963, the world's most famous painting left France for the first and last time. The Mona Lisa was loaned to the US under a $100 million insurance policy. It traveled by ocean liner, sealed in a climate-controlled crate, flanked by armed guards and monitored around the clock. Why the risk? It was a diplomatic gesture, a cultural olive branch during the Cold War. But the stakes were enormous. A single act of negligence, and history would have changed forever. Now at number 2, we're going behind the scenes of the COVID-19 vaccine rollout, the largest, coldest, and fastest medical logistics operation in human history. Billions of vaccine doses had to move across the globe. Fast. Many required temperatures below -70 degrees Celsius. Failure meant wasted doses and lost lives. Private air routes, real-time GPS tracking, custom thermal shippers. It was a cold chain sprint, scaled to the size of Earth. The value? Tens of billions of dollars, and the health of humanity. Finally, number 1 on our list. We have the jaw-dropping journey of the James Webb Space Telescope, a $10 billion cargo so delicate it traveled like a crystal egg across continents. The James Webb Space Telescope had to be transported from California to French Guiana. But this wasn't just a fragile mirror. It was the future of space science. It traveled inside a custom, shock-absorbing, humidity-controlled container, aboard a specialized ship, navigating storms and border clearances with extreme precision. Every bump, every delay, was a threat to the mission. And yet, it made it. These weren't just packages. They were logistics missions built on precision, security, and trust. Some cargo doesn't just move, it reshapes global logistics. Subscribe to discover more hidden stories behind how the world really moves.